Hey, this is Tom Mitchell, the Highland Traveler. I'm back at one of my favorite spots on Lake Tahoe. This is an area known as Bonsai Rock. That's the rock right there behind me. I'm back in Reno on business, and actually because it's the 1st of August, they got the Hot August Nights going on down in Reno. It's a big car show. I'm staying over at State Line at in the Heavenly Ski Resort area for a lot less than I'd stay down there in Reno or Carson. So I'm not that far actually from my hotel. It's closer. This is closer to my hotel than if I was to come up here from being down in the valley. So it's just a beautiful night. It's looking like, well, we had some big storm clouds down in the valley earlier, and it's looking like it might turn into a nice sunset. Depends on what more clouds push in here. So still got about 2 hours before the sun goes down, but I always like getting to spots like this early and just chilling out, relaxing, setting up, finding a spot. I think I've shot from this spot before, but from this exact spot, but there's just only a couple of places if you want to get sunset behind the rock this time of year you can be. So this is what I'm doing tonight. So stay tuned and enjoy this episode. So for this shot, I really like this perspective. I just, it's going to be about the rock. The sunset's going to be there. I'm composing it to where I've got about that much of the sky showing, so the rock is taking up the upper half of the composition. The sun should go down right over there, right between those rocks. So I want to get this just as the last bit of sun is setting down there and get some with a nice classic star effect in the lens. You get that from stopping down the lens like 16 or lower. I'm going to shoot this at 22. I will get some aberrations along the edges of stuff, but I can clean those up in Lightroom. So I'm really liking this composition. Like I said, I've got about an hour now before sunset, so I got here just the right time. I'm just really hoping some more clouds push in. All these high wispy clouds, you can see them all over here. Those are really nice, but they're all pushing away, and that's what I need right in the picture. So, and it doesn't look like anything else is out there. It's a little hazy from fires burning, but I'm liking it. Just hope that some clouds push in and I get a little bit more sunset. So there's I'm pretty much have it all to myself. I mean, there's a group of people just to the right of me over there doing some shots, like a modeling shoot, and I think it's just some girls who wanted their pictures taken. And there are a few people poking around down that way, but right here in front of the rock I've got it to myself. I don't think anybody else is going to come in, so it's just a matter of hoping the sunset turns out. So let me show you what I'm doing here. So there's my basic composition. It it doesn't look like much right now, but when the sun goes down and is just setting back there, it should be right on the money. Really like it. This is my Nikon D850, and you can see my exposure, what I've got set at right now. I'll adjust the ISO and the shutter speed accordingly. Just keep it stopped down to 22 for this shot so I can get a nice sun star effect. It's really nice. Getting shots like this is all about getting set up, finding the spot you want to be in, and then just setting up and waiting and hoping that the clouds, just hope you get a good sunset. I was watching the conditions down in the valley and some big thunderheads, and I'm like, man, it should be nice up there if some puffy clouds come in. And I get up here and all the puffy clouds are gone. There's just these high ones, which are great if more come in. I keep saying that. I'm just going to sit here and wait and enjoy the evening. A nice breeze is starting to blow now. It's quite warm. It's probably 80 degrees right here on the lake, but that breeze is helping. So stay tuned. So it's always best to just mess around, you know, try different things, look at different perspectives. I had this composed and thought I liked it, and then I got looking at what my iPhone's doing for a time-lapse, and I'm like, I really like that wide-angle shot better. I like the composition of it. So I put on my 14mm lens. You can see I put my dead mouse on my camera. I was doing some video with it. So what I've got here is I'm picking up these rocks. I'm picking up the rocks in the foreground and the rocks out here, and how they're just, it's like a bringing your eye around. It's a line bringing your eye around to Bonsai Rock. I really like this composition better. A lot of this is just about experimenting, getting down at low angles, getting at higher angles, walking around, seeing what you think, and finding what you think could be the best composition. So let me show you this. So you can see that's what I've got. It's pretty nice. I mean, it's just, I really like that, the rocks in the foreground and how it wraps around. It's just these rocks framing the edge of the picture around to the main center, to the main subject of Bonsai Rock. So just play around, you know. This is what photographing is all about, is just trying to find something that is unique, that's got good composition, that is different. You never know. That light, I mean, it's just so gorgeous. Look at how this low yellow light just shining across these rocks. I mean, it's just amazing. Looking down the shoreline here. Isn't that just beautiful? It's just right, I mean, right there. You see that sun is just about there. Just a couple more minutes and it's going to be there. So I better get back to shooting. And well, that wasn't bad. It wasn't a spectacular sunset. The clouds that did come in were not far enough to the west, but it still turned out pretty good, I think. I mean, for what it was. It won't be one of my best shots, I don't think, but I'll show it here. Again, let you decide. I also actually flipped my camera around at one point and photographed down the coast that way. I really like that composition of those rocks in the foreground right there. And the sun, the sky was just really pretty back over there. The sunset lit up really well that way. So just one of those things, you know, you kind of have to start, you know, work on the fly. I changed lenses a couple times and to just get some different shots. But yeah, it's over. The fat lady sang, for lack of a better word. I'm going to hike up and head back to my room. Yes, so as I said earlier, the hot August nights is going on down in Reno area, and so hotels were like crazy expensive. Rooms that I would normally get for $115 a night were $300. So I got looking further and expanded my search out and found I like staying at Holiday Inns because I wake up smarter. I get points, and I get a lot of points. I ended up finding a Holiday Inn property up here at Heavenly Ski Resort that is amazing. I mean, my room is an apartment. It's got a full kitchen, a full dining room set, living room set, a separate bedroom, and a Jack and Jill bathroom. I don't even walk in one side and out the other. 2 closets for $136 a night. And it's amazing. I don't often stay in places that nice, and I walked in and was like, wow, I'm roughing it on this trip. Anyway, so mosquitoes and bugs are coming out. So thanks for watching this little episode. Photographing Bonsai Rock here on Lake Tahoe. It's really beautiful, one of my favorite places. So thanks for watching, and happy trails.